What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing the Testament of Sherlock Holmes. I'm super excited to play this game, and I've been wanting to play it for days on stream, but then I was like, you know what, whenever I stream it's always Dead by Daylight because I normally stream with other people and we play what we can all play together. So I was like, I think I'm going to just record this, and then in the future, if I wanted to like replay it on stream, I could do so. So I've never played this game before, and I'm super excited to get into it. I will say, I still haven't finished Whitedale Labyrinth Name School. I haven't touched it. I haven't finished editing it, despite what I'm saying and what I said before. And I think the reason is because I'm just like not invested in it as of right now, but I think I'll get back into it, you know, sometime soon, hopefully. For right now, I just want to move on and play a different game, so that's what we doing. Let's get into it, yeah. Oh, yes. Frogwares. Oh my god, my ears. My poor ears. What is happening? I think this is an older game, but I'm not 100% about it. Oh, it's a little girl. Two little girls playing in the attic. I guess pigtails are a thing. Oh, a little boy too, okay.
What's this? No.
All right. What? A puppet? Is that Sherlock Holmes? I feel like it might be. Oh. So you don't pull on things, kiddo. I love her overalls and her
Look,
braids.
it's a book. Maybe it's a book about pirates with a treasure map. No, I don't think so. I wish that I had seen through all your lies. Oh, start from the beginning, not the middle. And so I decided to pick up my pen to relate the most disturbing episode of my life thus far.
It all began early one morning in 1898, when Sherlock Holmes invited me to accompany him on a visit to the Marquis of Conyngham.
Oh, all right then. So this is what's his name? Watson journal?
Watson, my dear fellow,
Ah,
we can
ha,
now
ha.
go and inform the Marquis that we have found the Samoan necklace, and very much faster than Inspector Baines, too, which pleases me.
Have you really solved the theft, Holmes? And so quickly?
I have indeed, Watson, and believe me, it was completely unnecessary to spread out all over London, as our friend Baines thought was best. He likes to boast that his methods are equal to mine, but once again the outcome has contradicted him.
After all these years of accompanying you upon your investigations, I thought that by now I should be reasonably capable of following your train of thought. But in this particular case, I must admit that I don't understand anything at all.
Ah, you see, but you do not observe, Watson. There lies the difference. It is a matter of course.
A matter of course? In the middle of the night, when everyone is fast asleep,
All right.
the service bell within that room rings out and alerts the servants. They dress quickly and come running, but the door is locked and there is a strong smell of burning from within. A few seconds later, the master of the house himself, the robbed Marchioness's husband, the Marquis of Conyngham, arrives and unlocks the door using the sole key. A fire has started inside the room, but they have managed to arrive in time to put it out. It is at that moment that the Marquis realizes that the famous Samoan necklace, which had been safe within its glass cabinet only a few hours earlier, has now disappeared.
In order to explain, let us confirm my theory before the arrival of Inspector Baines.
All right. Ooh, I'm Sherlock. You control Sherlock Holmes. Look at... Oh! The man, the myth, the legend. All right. Hold on. Let me look around real quick. Wow, look at that piano. I'm Sherlock Mother Effin' Holmes. I'm excited.
This
Here we
window
go.
was cut with a diamond. A clean, discreet piece of work. This is where the necklace was.
See how tiny the hole is, and not one fingerprint upon the window.
That's interesting. Not a single fingerprint. You always interact with after a clue is examined. The icon will turn green. Please move Sherlock Holmes near the left window. You should see 2 clue icons simultaneously. Oh. Okay.
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
To enter examination mode with multi-zone, press with the cursor switch between items using the arrow keys. Okay. So now this one.
A mark, undoubtedly made by a diamond. Someone tried to cut the glass, but he was interrupted.
Therefore, the thief tried to escape through the window, but he was interrupted.
I don't know about that. Go to the chimney. You will see the hand icon on the magnifying glass. Take it by clicking on it. Oh. Gimme. You can open your inventory by clicking the right mouse button while playing. You could always activate any of your items from your inventory by rolling the central wheel of your mouse. Oh, okay. Where I put it? How do I use it? Near the piano, some music scores. Oh. Some music scores are on the floor. You can activate an item by selecting it in your inventory and then or directly in the game by scrolling your central wheel of your mouse. Use a magnifying glass on the score piano. Okay.
Let us examine the crumpled scores that have fallen off the piano.
Yes, look for clues. All right. Can I look for clues? What am I looking for? Oh, with the magnifying glass. Here we go. All right. Oh.
These sooty prints were left by a tiny hand.
I don't understand why these music scores are covered with soot.
Oh, hold on. The fireplace, right? Press R or middle mouse button to switch to first person. Oh, jeez. Use WASD or keep left mouse button pressed to move your character. Keep pressing. Will make your character run. R to switch back to point and click mode. Point and click? To move the character, just left click on the destination you wish to reach. To run in the desired direction, double click somewhere. To switch back to third person, R. I think I like third person best because I could see a lot more. Yeah. Oh yeah, Holmes. He just jogging. Space. I didn't even read what that said. I just saw space and I clicked it. You can now search for other clues in the room. Okay.
Footprints. You are not going to get on your knees to examine them.
There is no need. It is soot. The servants must have trodden in it while they were putting out the fire.
Oh yeah, that's true. So I'm guessing someone got away via
Heading
the...
towards his chosen escape route, probably the window, the thief knocked over the stool, which then caught fire.
But why didn't he
Okay,
try
so
to put the fire out at once?
I'm obviously not getting...
Strange. There are some objects here that have been knocked over.
Oh, have they been knocked over? So I'm guessing a kid took it. Let's continue our investigation.
Candle. It must have fallen from the chandelier.
I love the accents.
Not very well kept, this aquarium. I can see a dead fish floating on the surface.
Oh. Alright. What am I examining? What's here?
This draft screen makes an ideal hiding place.
You just tap it
As
and
the
it
theft
just...
was committed
zoom.
at night, I conclude that the thief hid himself behind the draft screen and waited until he was alone in the room. Strange. There aren't any prints. Yet I'm sure that the thief hid here.
Okay. Ooh.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, you're already here.
Good morning, Inspector. You've arrived just in time.
Scotland Yard arrives like the cavalry.
Scotland
Always
Yard.
at the nick
Oh,
of time.
yes.
Ah, but I know that satisfied expression, Mr. Holmes. Have you already solved the case?
It's possible.
We have retraced the thief's rather unusual footsteps. He is a true acrobat.
Watson,
What
why
I
are you
cannot
giving
understand
away?
is that when the servants entered the room, there was no one to be seen. An acrobat, perhaps, but an invisible one? I do not think so.
The only explanation is that the thief escaped before the servants arrived. I don't know how, but there is no other way.
But
Half a
there
point for
is.
the doctor, nil for the inspector.
I am pleased to see that you find the situation amusing, Mr. Holmes. Very well then. Explain.
Dr. Watson was correct when he mentioned acrobatics, but he is mistaken about the nature of the acrobat. As for you, Baines, you're quite incorrect, as the thief was in the room when the servants entered.
Explain, for heaven's sake,
Ooh.
Mr. Holmes.
All
Watson,
right.
how could a thief be missed in the middle of 8 men?
I don't know. Because he
If
is
he's a
very
child.
small?
He's a
Stop
child.
teasing
Yes.
us, Holmes.
Exactly, because he is small and remarkably agile.
You're thinking of a monkey?
No,
And
a
trained monkey at
child.
that,
Ah,
without
a monkey.
doubt, a Leontopithecus
Oh.
rosalia from Central America. The animal had been hidden inside the room for several hours, calmly awaiting the signal from his master. Once night had fallen and the room was empty, a high-frequency whistle alerted the monkey that it was time to begin the procedure for which he had been trained. The monkey emerged from his hiding place and used the point of a diamond to open the glass cabinet and steal the necklace. He headed across to the window by the chimney, but knocked over the stool, which in turn knocked aside
That
the
makes
fire guard and
sense.
started the fire.
Because he
The
climbed
frightened
onto
monkey
there.
jumped from the chimney by swinging from the bell pull, thus alerting the house servants. He then went to the window and began to use his diamond to cut a hole, but was interrupted by the staff trying to gain entry via the door, and he panicked again.
Via the
He
door.
ran across the piano, scattering the music scores onto the floor, before hiding inside the chandelier, knocking over a candle.
Wow.
Finally, the servants and the Marquis entered the room, leaving the door open while they put out the fire. It was during the confusion that our agile little thief made his escape through the doorway. As simple as that.
Wow.
A brilliant explanation. Bravo, Holmes.
Wow.
And the
All
necklace?
right then.
I can see it from here, my friends. It's right in front of us.
We have searched the room from top to bottom, Holmes. How were we unable to find it?
Because we paid insufficient attention to the only victim of this affair.
What victim? No one is dead?
Yes, Watson, a poor goldfish whose destiny was to die,
Aw.
crushed by one of the most precious necklaces in England.
Aw, that sucks.
The aquarium is just beneath the chandelier. I understand.
The little monkey had likely hung the necklace around its neck and lost it when he leapt from the chandelier. The jewels fell into the aquarium, where they remain now.
Oh my. What? That came out of nowhere. Mystery solved. What a genius. What an
Marcus,
absolute
here is your
D.
necklace.
Oh, I got
Intact.
an
Just a
achievement.
little wet.
Elementary, it seems
Mr.
to
Holmes,
share my love
this
of all.
brilliant demonstration does credit to your reputation.
Well, thank you so much, Marquis. Do you wish to verify the authenticity of your jewel?
No, I recognize it. I have spent many hours admiring it, you know.
Good. I will return it to its box and...
Inspector, a bank has just been held up. You must follow me at once. Orders of
A
Scotland Yard.
bank?
What times?
Sirs, duty calls. My regards, Marquis. And well done again, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you. I know. I'm a genius.
There, the necklace is in its box. We've lost enough time here. Let's go home, Watson.
Ah, very well, as you wish. A good day to you, Marquis.
With pleasure, gentlemen. And once again, thank you.
Yes, of course. Shit. Mr. Holmes be a G. A straight G. Watson, you kind of need to open your mouth. His mustache is drinking the
This
tea.
morning's newspaper. Holmes, have you read this article about you?
No, Watson, not yet, and I won't have time to.
Read it before you leave.
Oh, we got
It's
a case. We got a
outrageous.
case.
If you insist.
Oh, no, we don't. If you insist. Oh, this one. Okay, Globe Explorer. Following the departure of Sherlock Holmes, who placed the necklace in the safe himself, the Marquis noticed that the jewel was nothing but a poor copy of the original. Whoa. No, but the dude himself said during the thing that it was the real thing. That he recognizes it, that he spends hours staring at it. So what you mean, homie? Should we not, in all open-mindedness, ask ourselves if the necklace was not simply and deliberately exchanged for a fake buy? Oh! They accuse it, Mr. Holmes himself. They're accusing him. I am aware, dear readers, that the brutality of this question without any preconceptions may certainly shock some of you. But the facts are there, and our thoughts and judgments should not be confused with the regard which we all share for the famous detective. It is not the first time that the Globe Explorer has expressed its reservations as to Sherlock Holmes' methods.
Prince Woodville, French culinary expert and
I
bagpipe
was
player, might be our
important.
next king. That's not so shocking, my dear fellow.
You know exactly to which article I'm referring, Holmes. How can Farley dare to tarnish your reputation like that?
You know, Watson, that wherever glory walks, jealousy is bound to follow. As for the forgery of the necklace, I suspect that we shall soon be enlightened in this regard. Come in, Inspector Baines. The door's open.
Oh, how do you know?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. How did you know I was here?
You are one of our rare visitors who avoids the second-to-last step of the stairs, which creaks dreadfully. And if I add the clinking of the handcuffs at your belt, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, Inspector?
Have you read that, Rag?
Rag? Slander or necklace? Oh, okay.
Inspector, I assume that you have the fake necklace with you. It's why you're here. Your superiors would like me to examine it.
Indeed. They would like you to confirm or deny putting this fake in the box.
Can't that wait? I must go to the house of Lord Peregrine Maitland, the Bishop of Knightsbridge.
Oh, okay. So I have to
Inspector,
talk about the
can
slander.
you explain this slander? Has the necklace of the Samoas really been replaced by a fake?
I don't know how the reporter got hold of the information, but it's true. About the necklace, of course. I wouldn't permit myself to question the integrity and honesty of Mr. Holmes.
The necklace is a forgery? Impossible! I saw the Marquis authenticated before my very eyes, before Holmes returned it to its
Yeah.
place.
Mr. Holmes, the Marquis believes Osmond Farley's theory. I shouldn't be surprised if the reporter isn't behind all this slander about you. He's a freelancer, well known for his explosive and subjective articles. In any case, the Marquis assures us that you were the last person to have the necklace in your hands.
Let's return to the Marquis's house, Holmes. I'm sure that we'll have no trouble in taking apart this theory.
It is unnecessary. Such allegations collapse on their own, like one of Mrs. Hudson's soufflés. Let us leave the police to solve this problem and turn our attention to the matters in hand.
Okay.
Perhaps
Yeah.
you are right, Holmes.
Oh, so I have to talk about the Marchioness?
And the Marchioness?
She is beside herself. Without the necklace, her marriage is compromised. It is the principal item of the young woman's dowry.
What a lovely
Wow.
marriage.
Wow. Okay, so she just doesn't want to get married unless he has the fucking necklace.
Holmes,
Rude.
forgive me for insisting, but don't you want to examine the fake jewellery?
Watson, I have an appointment, and it's out of the question that I arrive late.
It will only take you a couple of minutes. You really must quell the suspicions put forward in this appalling article. If you will allow me, Inspector.
Be my guest.
Very well.
Very well, Watson. Whatever the baby wants. Jeez Louise. You think us important people have time? Find out if the necklace is authentic or not.
This pearl is a different color. These 3 pearls are of poor quality.
Yeah. Oh,
This
one's
pearl
small.
is too small. It is not in its place here. Too many defects. This necklace is a fake. This is nothing but a vulgar copy, and at a glance it would appear that the forger has intended for it to be seen as such.
How could we have been fooled by such a blatant
Wow.
imitation? I don't understand.
Yes, how is it possible?
So they're trying to
Holmes,
frame me.
you
They're
have a
trying to
theory
frame
about
me.
this?
I have absolutely no idea. You insisted that I examine the necklace, and I have done so. Now it is important that I keep my appointment. I'm sure, Inspector,
True,
that you
I'm
will
a
throw
busy
some
man.
light on this
I
affair.
told you that it's a fake.
Holmes.
That the forger
You may
intended
accompany
it
me, Watson,
for
if you
it
care
to
to do
be
so.
seen as a
Goodbye,
fake.
gentlemen. I'll keep you informed as to my inquiries.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
Inspector. You mentioned a bishop, didn't you? Are we going to his home?
Yes, the Bishop of Knightsbridge. I put his address on our map of London on my desk. Would you get it for me, please?
Yes,
All
yes,
right,
get it
Holmes.
for me. You control Dr. Watson? What? Okay. So what do I have to do? Oh,
Holmes's homemade analyzer.
okay. Wait. This one.
The work table, where Holmes analyzes things.
What did he tell me to get? I forget. Because I was like, okay, Watson's just gonna get it for me. Oh, this?
I have found your map.
Oh. Oh, okay, we just travel like that. Shit. Why am I Watson? I want to be Holmes.
The police? Already? How did you know?
May we see the Bishop of Knightsbridge?
Yes. Yes, of course. But come in.
What's going on? Wow, he's so slender and tall.
What has happened, Reverend?
What?
I don't know. It was last night, I think. I only just arrived, and I have made this macabre discovery. My God. How horrible. I haven't called anyone. How did you know that?
Holmes, look!
The Bishop, appallingly mutilated.
Oh my
How
God.
Mutilated.
Jeez
killed.
Louise.
He was such a good man. How could anyone be so brutal?
It was
Look at
the
him.
priest.
He's barely recognizable now. How could any of God's children be responsible for that?
They were evidently unworthy children, Reverend. Now do please try to calm yourself and focus, because we will need your assistance. Do you have any idea as to the motive behind this?
I haven't
Yeah.
had time to do an inventory, but nothing.
There has to
appears
be
have
one
been
hell of
stolen.
a motive, because look how
And anyway, His
fricked up
Excellency
he
didn't
is.
own anything of
Jeez
great value.
Louise, he has some teeth
I don't know what else I
missing,
can tell you.
Cuts all
Note
over
this
the
down, please,
place. He's
Doctor.
tied up.
Doctor, but you aren't the police?
No, Reverend. I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. We are here at the request of the Bishop.
In that case, I must ask you to leave, and not to touch anything. I must get in touch with the authorities without further delay.
Reverend, when the inspectors of Scotland Yard find themselves at a dead end, which they quite often do, I assure you, then they turn to me for help. If you will allow us to continue our investigation, then you shall have the answers to all of your questions.
Out of the question! I don't even know you! I'm going to call the police, whether you like it or not.
It would be better for everyone, Reverend, if you kept your temper. Watson, are you taking notes? This affair promises to be a complex one, therefore we must not overlook the slightest detail.
Yes, Holmes. I am keeping a meticulous set of notes.
Good.
I have created a very clever deduction board. One thing we can be sure of at the moment is that this crime was not for gain. The Reverend has informed us that nothing valuable was stolen, and indeed it would seem that the Bishop had nothing of any worth to take.
Very good, Watson. Do continue.
Do continue, Watson. Well, okay, investigation into the Bishop of Knightsbridge's murder. Wealth. The Bishop didn't own anything of value, not even a safe. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Let's investigate. Yes. Alright. Oh, what's that? What's that?
A broken phial and blood near the neck.
What a strange smell. Phew. Chemical components, I think.
Oh. What about over here? Okay, let's examine the body first. Oh, he looks messed up. Okay, let's look at... Oh, God.
You can see by his expression that he suffered terribly.
Yeah.
His mouth is covered in blood,
He's
and I can make
Louise.
out strips of skin between his teeth.
Oh.
You can see by his
mouth.
His chest has been lacerated, I would say, with a
yeah.
very sharp and fine
Oh, yeah.
blade.
Oh my gosh, if you guys could see my face right now, you'll see the cringe. Oh. Can I check out a different part of his body, please? Look at his hands.
The fingers have
Oh
been
my
crushed
God.
and violently struck.
Oh, God.
The fingers have been
Yeah, that's... Oh, God.
His stomach is covered in scratches. Quite evidently, they weren't made recently.
So, these wounds were
Oh,
not made
yeah.
by his murderers.
These right here, yeah. You know what? They do look a little brown and, like, healing. Oh my
These
God.
burns are terrible.
There's a finger!
Apparently, it doesn't belong to the Bishop of Knightsbridge.
How dreadful. His feet have been burned.
Oh my God.
My first impression is that he wears a size 9 shoe.
You?
What?
But what does it matter, Holmes?
If Holmes says it
This
matters.
poor man was tied just below the knees.
To stop him from walking, certainly, but mostly to free his feet.
My God, Holmes, this man was horribly tortured.
Yeah, he was. Anything else to look at?
A piece of rope that was used to tie up that poor man.
Anything else? Anything? Anything? No, I think that's all we can get from the body. I'm looking around and I don't really see anything else worth...
Something is missing here.
Oh, yes? And what might that be?
His shoes. Watson, his shoes are missing.
Aha! He did mention earlier about his shoes. Okay, let me...
This stove is filled to overflowing.
Okay. But I already examined everything, did I not? Oh.
His forearms have been ripped. Pieces of skin have been torn off. What do you think, Watson?
I'd say that he was eaten alive.
Oh my
Yet
God.
I've noticed a curious degeneration of the skin tissue around the wounds.
My dear friend, everything points to this man having gnawed at his own forearms.
That's unbelievable, Holmes.
Well, believe it, because it happened. Oh, God. You poor thing. Alright, so the body is thoroughly looked at. What is this?
These traces reveal that the thieves tried to open this chest.
Oh, yeah.
Impossible to open it. I need something.
Oh, he needs something. Oh, wait. Don't I have something?
Reverend, I'm missing something. An implement with which to open this chest. Could you tell me where to find it?
No, go to the devil.
What are you afraid of,
Go to
Reverend?
the devil.
What is inside the chest?
Wow.
I'm not afraid of anything. In fact, I do have the necessary implements, but if I have to give them to anyone, it will be to a representative of the law and no one else.
Wow.
Closed. The veranda door hasn't been forced. Strange. Reverend, might I have the key?
No! You have no authority here. Let me call the police.
Perhaps we should listen to him, Holmes.
Perhaps you should let me get on with this, Watson.
Right. What about this door?
This door has not been forced. Where does it lead, Reverend?
To His Excellency's room. There is just a mattress and a stool.
Oh. Oh my god, people live here? Jeez Louise.
The bishop's bedroom. It is very austere. Nothing in particular here.
Jeez Louise, this looks like a closet. What is this?
A surgical scalpel.
Oh, maybe
covered
he
in
got
blood. There isn't
cut
any
with
doubt.
that.
The wounds on the bishop were administered with this scalpel.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. What's this?
Watch where you're putting your feet, Watson. Have you noticed these prints upon the ground?
Well, yes, those muddy marks.
See here, Watson. Footprints can often provide more vital information than the very best of informants.
Yes, if you know how to make them talk, that is.
It's child's play, Watson. We will begin by excluding the contaminating prints, which are yours and mine from where we came in, and those of our dear Reverend who was so impatient to call the police.
Oh. Okay.
I need something. I need something.
Question 1. How many criminals were there? Oh, okay. 1, 2.
I need something.
Oh.
This print came from an expensive pair of shoes, and it seems recent.
Oh.
It is not a laborer's shoe. Hobnail boots like those worn by laborers. Hobnail boots like those worn by laborers.
Where?
A fragment of stone. Peculiar.
Peculiar.
Hobnail boots like those worn by laborers. Hobnail boots like...
Okay, okay.
Nothing of interest here.
Okay.
Size 9.
Size 9.
Size 9.
They're all size 9?
Size 9.
Are they all size 9?
Size 9.5.
Oh, this one's bigger. So these are size 9. This is 9.5.
Size 9.
9.5.
Size 9.5.
So there was at least 3 people? Question 1. How many criminals were there? 2? I'm gonna say 3 maybe.
Perfect. We now know that there were 3 crooks.
What do the footprints reveal? One man joined those who were already in the room. One man left the room wearing different shoes. Oh, so maybe there's 2. One man was carried so as not to leave footprints. All men left the room jumping on one leg. I don't know. I'm gonna say
That's
this
not
one.
right. Start again.
Oh. Different shoes?
Strange but true. One of the crooks was wearing a different pair of shoes when he left here. Therefore, we have 3 men who came in and left again. But one of them was wearing a different pair of shoes from the ones which he came in with.
So, all we have to do is look for a
Oh,
workman
shit.
who likes Italian shoes.
What kind of shoes are you wearing? Priest. I don't trust him. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel for more videos. Make sure to check out my Twitch. Link will be in the description. I stream almost every day from around 6 p.m. Eastern time to midnight. So come check me out. Sometimes I go longer, sometimes I go shorter. It depends on my mood. But yeah, check that out. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.